Ni nini wewe kimekuleta hapa?
Nataka nikustrap na mautams.
Acha sasa nianze kukula. Fanya hivi.
Yes, gasi choma.
Utaniletea kuku.
Habari yako?
Mzuri.
Nauliza kama umeona Unjiri. Wacha kuniangalia na hizo macho.
Hata simujui.
Hebu nisonge.
Ndio maana Unjiri anoni.
Lakini wewe na wewe. Nini acha kunifanyisha hii marathon PE sijui nini. Wanapata kukula kabadi mama.
Ole ndonyo. Hiyo ndio marada.
Unjiri?
Atiana.
Na unakula kuku Unjiri?
Wamenipatia kama ya kunipigia pole.
Unajifanya hapa na unakula hapa makuku. Toka tuende.
The event, which kicked off at 2 p.m, brought together some of Kenya's top MCs, DJs, hype men, and musicians. Welcome to the world of cocktails, a mix of artistry, flavor, and a little bit of magic in every glass.
The music so sweet, I repeat.
Wagwan, me brethren, big things are going. Remember, each and every Monday we have to shell down the place with nothing but the best of smooth way the vibes in your favorite station. You know these things, man.
Alafu kila Tuesday, kata simu tupo side, giving you Kenyan music from the 254.
And of course, you can spice up your Wednesday by enjoying blazing hot hip-hop and R&B jams.
We don't got no label. She say she want bottles.
Vibes and vibes as we go all across Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, all the way to Tanzania to give you nothing but the best on Afro Thursday. Make sure you make a date with us each and every single Friday with me, DJ_Liza Diva.
DJ Cold.
And me, Wanjiko. This is Club One Extra.
Unanifanya nisikie kunyongwa. Hatija ai, money especially ukisonga.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome to KBC Lunchtime News. Apologies for the technical hitch that has lasted a couple of minutes, but we are ready to inform you on the latest happening both here and abroad. As we know is that 11 candidates who were shortlisted for the IEBC chairperson position have started their interviews today, and we will be looking at that in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on. We begin with the residents of Holugo sub-county in Garissa County who are crying foul over Saturday incident in Karujo village where one leader was killed and 15 others seriously injured in an attack. The resident claim a convoy of 2 vehicles belonging to security officers from Holugo was en route to Boni Forest and made a stopover in the village. According to the residents, the officers rounded up the pastoralists who were looking after their livestock and demanded information regarding whereabouts of suspected Al-Shabaab terrorists.
This is communal area, this is communal land. As much as security are working to provide continuous surveillance, the best mode of partnership is engagement with the community.
Sisi kina mama, mtumbo wetu unauma. Hiko na hasira. Wajeshi kila saa kila mari, mtoto wetu wanaulia hofu. Hiko na mzuri kweli, sio hiko haki.
Sisi kila tunaulizana kwa serikali. Tunauliza nini? Serikali haina trust kwa hao askari zao ambao wako hapa. Maaskari wanapita katikati ya askari wengine, wanaenda Boni kutwanga watu ovyo bila sababu.
And still on security, police in Murang'a, Kisii County are investigating a case where a man allegedly murdered his wife after a family dispute turned violent. The suspect, Nathan Kegoa, is said to have quarreled with his wife after he allegedly found her intoxicated. And after allegedly committing the heinous act, Kegoa cleaned the body of his wife and disposed of the blood at a hole within the compound. Relatives described a troubled household, citing land disputes, claims of abuse and substance abuse. Police and detectives from Kenyenya sub-county have moved the body to Ogembo sub-county hospital mortuary as investigations into the murder commence.
Babangu akaita bradangu kamwambia ando ulete mamako kwenyako, na mamangu huwa anafanyanga kazi ya daktari. Bradangu akaenda akachukua mamangu. Papangu akapiga mamangu. Kumpiga alikuwa anampiga akimuuliza ulikuwa wapi.
Dada yangu akaniambia bila inataka kuhama kwa ile pombe. Hii msana nisumbua. Ngamuuliza waende wache yeye akikuwa mgonjwa, akikufa ndio utachua uchui. Ichichi hawezi kukupatia nafasi uingie. Kwa nini unataka kuenda? Akaniambia, anaanza kuniambia anataka kusongeza samba huko chini.
Omunga majambazi wamejaa wengi. Bangi imejaa, pombe imejaa, kila kitu. Hapa inakuwa mchanganyiko. Watu hawaelewani, vita kila siku, watu wanauliwa.
Still on security, residents of Samburu County have raised concerns over the rising insecurity trend in the region. The locals say at least 11 people have so far been killed in the last 3 months, the latest victim being a 15-year-old boy who was murdered in Kaudan village in Samburu East constituency. According to eyewitnesses, the boy was last seen being chased by an officer allegedly attached to the Kenya Police Reservist Department in the area before his body was discovered in Kaudan area. The locals are now calling on relevant authorities to launch a probe to unveil the mysterious deaths and address the insecurity menace in the region.
Wengine walitangulia mbele, hiyo Land Cruiser ambaye inajulikana tuko na registration number yake ilikuwa na NPR, wakasimama kwa barabara wakapata vijana wawili ambaye walikuwa innocent, walikuwa wanaenda kuchota ng'ombe kwa mto, ngamia kwa mto, na wakasimama kwa barabara. Vijana wakaona wakati gari imesimama, vijana wakaanza kupata wasiwasi. Kutoka hapo officers wameshuka kwa gari na wakapiga huyo mtoto risasi na wakamuua. County Police Commander, hao officers ambaye walikuja jana kufanya hiyo kitendo, ninaomba hatua ishukuliwe kwa sababu hii itakuja kutuletea shida mingi.
Tungependa kujua kwamba ni sheria gani inatumika, sababu kama mtu sio mwizi Sheria gani inatumika mpaka mtu anachukua risasi bunduki na kupika mtu innocent person?
In other news, a section of business operators who are tenants at the Nanak house in Nairobi's Central Business District are living in fear of their property being auctioned due to rent arrears. They are now claiming the new landlord is colluding with some people to have the property auctioned to force them to vacate the premises. The business operators now want the landlord to follow the stay order of the court until the case is heard and determined. Doing business, the tenants say, has become difficult as the landlord has barricaded the entrance to the building.
She has been threatening us. She switches off the power. She doesn't give us water. She doesn't collect rent. All the time threatening that she wants us out, whereas we've been paying her rent. So what she's evicting us for is she's saying she wants the 600 backdated.
You said the court order is okay. We open the job. Now you are saying you don't want to see the court order. What's wrong? You don't want to see the court order from the High Court? The High Court. You want to see the court order from tribunal?
We are living in fear. We are about to go home in fear because we have been told that the auctioneers will be back at night, remove our stock, worth millions of money. We don't know what's going to happen. Where is justice in Kenya? If we owe you some money, why don't you use the right channels? And we have not refused to vacate from your premises. Just do the right thing. Give us notice. Give us back our deposit and our risk which is pending. Tell us what to do with it. Otherwise, we have no issue with you.
Elsewhere, over 3,000 people turned up for the inaugural dental clinic organized by the Dental Students Association of Kenya at the University of Nairobi Graduation Square. According to organizers, they plan to conduct the clinics across the 47 counties as they advocate for affordable and quality dental services in medical facilities. The medical clinic, organized in collaboration with medical facilities, aims at sensitizing Kenyans on oral hygiene and promotion of preventive dental medication.
The calls for action, number one is continued sensitization, the way we are doing now. And then the second one is to appeal to the government to include oral health in primary health care, and also for it to be covered under SHA, because right now it's not covered under SHA and SHIF.
For this camp, if I believe right now our target has tripled. I was told initially there's going to be a turnout of 10,000, but I believe it's become 30,000 now, which is quite impressive. And it shows there's a lot of hope for future events like this.
Actually, yes, we do commemorate World Oral Health Day annually, but we do camps every 2 weeks in different parts of the country. We do mostly in the marginalized areas. Today, because this one was a big one, we decided to do it at a place that can accommodate thousands of people.
Now, the national and county governments have been hit hard by the ban on mining activities at Jaribuni quarries in Kauma sub-county, Kilifi County. Kilifi County Commissioner Joseph Biwott said that most affected projects include the construction of the Mombasa-Malindi Highway, Mtwapa Bridge, the affordable housing projects, and the construction of grade 9 classrooms, among others, in the region. In a meeting with mining stakeholders and the Secretary for Mining at his office in Kilifi town, the administrator added that his team had discovered that 90% of construction raw materials in Kilifi, Tana River, Lamu, Mombasa, and Kwale counties come from Jaribuni area, and the ban had led to stalled projects and high cost of construction materials. The ban was enforced by Mining, Fisheries, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs Cabinet Secretary Ali Hassan Joho 3 weeks ago after residents raised their concerns on air and noise pollution from the mining and transportation activities.
Najua alienda amekuwa mtana waziri wa mining na tulikubaliana. Na pia tumekubaliana kwamba wote wale wafanyi mining pale wataomba leseni upya. Na nimeshamwagiza waziri wa county wa environment, kila mtu aliyechimba shimo ata-restore lazima arudishe mazingira vile yalivyokuwa, kama ni kupanda miti, kama nini, na kama mtu una timbo na hujafanya yale masharti tumepewa na county, hata hatuta approve wewe kupewa license na Department of Mining.
That we have agreed on the mode of sorting out the problem, with Kenha being available also in the meeting, that we have agreed on how we're going to do the road. Each investor is going to take at least a kilometer of the road, and the final part shall be taken by Kenha.
Yeah, we have told them, after clearing with public participation on Monday, they are ready now to mobilize mambo ya equipment to site as from latest Tuesday.
Still at the coast, residents of Maisha Masha and Jipendeni in Lamu County are raising concerns over land ownership disputes in the community. According to the affected residents, they state that the area chief has been colluding with influential people to unlawfully take over their land. The absence of an assistant chief has made the situation worse. Residents are now calling on the government to intervene and resolve the ongoing impasse.
Wote nimewapa mashamba, nimeandika kwa kitabu. Leo hii napata wale ambao nimewapa mashamba, wengine wananikujia, mzee, tumeibiwa shamba yetu, nimenyang'anywa. Sasa nikifuatilia ni chifu na maheadman wake. Ukiangalia upate chifu pale jina lake ama muhuri wake hakuna, lakini headman anasema nimetumwa na chifu.
Sasa ninaomba serikali kama inawezekana iweze kunisaidia hiyo shamba ili ikaweze kunirudia mwenyewe.
Bonde ambacho kulikuwa ni Kisii kinatusaidia kwa maji, hata kwa kunyeshwa mbuzi wetu, sasa kinakatwa miti, kinataka kufensiwa. Bonde la maji la kiasi cha mita kama 50, kilomita 50. Inafensiwa sasa. Na ikiwa inafensiwa, sisi tutaka wapi?
From the coast to Nakuru City, where the county government has received 66 non-pneumatic anti-shock garments, that is NASG, which are expected to boost the fight against maternal mortality in the county. The equipment, donated by a non-governmental organization, has been sent to 32 health facilities in the county. According to Nakuru County Executive Member for Health, Roslyn Mungai, the NASG will help reduce maternal mortality rates in remote areas where access to health facilities is still a challenge.
Even as a nurse is going about the rest of her business in the facility, then the mother, as she waits to be referred or as is being observed, has a sufficient capability to prevent hemorrhage.
I think health system strengthening is critical across board. It actually focuses on the transformational agenda of our country, because we have to strengthen systems the same way our president wants our community strengthened. Our job as non-state actors is to work hand in hand with the county governments to be able to ensure that no mother dies, no child dies, and our communities are healthy.
And back to the capital, the Lions Club of Nairobi, Huru, has expressed its commitment to empowering persons with disabilities and ensuring their inclusion in society. The organization further said it will offer vital support through information technology by providing smart orbit braille readers and laptops with specialized software. According to the Lions Club, the devices will enable visually impaired individuals to enhance their skills, thus empowering them to be self-sufficient, self-employed, or improve their employability. The group was speaking in Nairobi during the Lions Club of Nairobi Huru 10-year celebration.
This initiative has been strengthened by our partnership with IOT Kenya, ensuring that assistive tools reach those who need them the most. Moreover, our collaboration with Kilimanjaro Blind Trust Africa has enabled us to provide assistive technology and educational devices for visually impaired students, ensuring they have equal access to education.
Lions Club Nairobi Huru has been recognized on the continent of Africa and at Lions Clubs International for their passion in community service, especially doing it consistently. That truly makes them the champions of service.
Every other week, and we have not one, but many projects that go on at Lions Club of Nairobi Huru. That is basically what we are celebrating here today, celebrating our service to humanity with grace of God, and all the supporters and our sponsors and our donors who have come here today. We are grateful to them and we are thanking them in a way.
Now, a 16-year-old Form 4 student from Murang'a County is nursing serious injuries after she was assaulted and raped by an unknown man on the morning of March 20th, 2025 as she walked to school. She says she met this man on her way to school at around 5:30 a.m. The man then forced her to an isolated place where he beat her up and then raped her. Her classmates and area residents are now calling on authorities to conduct investigations into the matter and arrest the perpetrator, who is still at large.
Tulienda kwa polisi, tukaenda kwa hosi na akatibiwa, akapewa dawa za kuzuia ukimwi na miba.
Leo tumekuja kwa hii kikao kutafutia mmoja wetu kumconsole kwa yenye imempata. On Thursday alipatikana akiwa ameripiwa, amepigwa, like it is not good.
5:30 nilikuwa naenda shule, nikatokea kwa barabara kwenda baba mwingine akakuja kama amekimbia, akanifikia akaniuliza nimetoka wapi, nikamwambia nimetoka shule. Ni hadi yeye nikamuuliza ametoka wapi, akaniambia ametoka Kenya. Nikamuuliza kama amekuja na hiyo mvua, gari ikakuja mbio. Sasa akatoka kwa barabara akakuja na hapo hivyo tu venye tumeenda, akanigezia akaanza akaniangusha chini. Sasa kuniangusha chini na mimi nika defend, nikamwangusha pia yeye chini. Kwenda kuamka ndo akaamka akaanza kuninyonga, akanigonga ngumi. Alafu tena akanivuta hadi hapo kwa shamba. Sasa akaenda akanitoa manguo.
We definitely hope that she will get justice. In other news, Manchester Traveller Sacco in Nairobi County has taken a major step towards improving road safety by conducting a comprehensive training program for its drivers. The initiative was aimed at equipping drivers with essential skills and knowledge to promote responsible driving and deliver reliable transport services. Speaking during the session, Sacco Director James Thuo emphasized on the importance of continuous learning and strict adherence to safety standards. He noted that drivers play a crucial role in ensuring passenger safety, and such training programs are essential in reducing road accidents.
Kuleta maneno yake ya barabara, tumewauliza gari isiende bila TLB, isiende bila inspection, wahado customer na jia ile inafaa, na wawe wakiwa vile tunawafunza wakiwa wanafuata.
And I request the government to push all the other SACCOs, and especially the matatu SACCOs, let them do the same. It will bring a change in the industry.
Hiyo mambo ya NTSA ya kusimama sako yote sioni kama inafaa. Mimi naona kwa sababu sasa wako na hizo gadget zenye zinafanya waone venye gari zinaenda, venye gari zinakimbia, na kuna hizo details za gari na driver. Mimi naona badala ya kuban sako yote ikiwa yote, wanachukua hiyo gari, wanasuspend hiyo gari, sako ina suspend gari na huo driver. Sababu sasa wakiban sako yote kuna watu wanaumia.
A section of residents of Maragua town and its environs have attributed the recent steady supply of water to operationalization of a local dam. This as they expressed concerns over what they say is political interference in the construction of the mega dam, which they say could affect operations, I beg your pardon. President hailed the directive by the President for parts of Maragua constituency to be connected to the Murang'a Water and Sanitation Company line, which has eased water shortages.
Wamekuja hapa Maragua, wametupa maji, wametusaidia na hali ya juu ya maji yenye hatukuwa nayo hapo beleni. Beleni tulikuwa na shida sana ya maji.
Lakini maji waacha tupewe na wale watu wanaweza satisfy mwananchi. Kama vile sasa Mwasco inatupa maji.
People talking about our water is redirected to Keharo. Keharo is uphill, and if you are to take it there, you have to pump it up there. Water wouldn't go there, so all the water is flowing down. So it's not correct to say that. Technically, it's not correct to say that the water goes up there.
Moving on, the Association of Kenya Manufacturers says it remains committed to initiating programs to support women in the manufacturing sector in the country. This was the clarion call by the CEO Tobias Alando during an event to fit top women in the manufacturing industry. Among the awardees was the director of Harriet Botanicals, Chebet Ngok, who won the 2025 Women in Manufacturing Top Innovator, while Hako Industry CEO Mere Musangi was the overall winner of 2025.
Harriet Botanicals has been doing over the past 5 years, which is modernizing traditional medicine and bringing it to the urban African and diaspora market, taking it to the global market, introducing it into the manufacturing space, changing the packaging, changing perceptions, educating the masses, doing the labeling and meeting all the regulatory requirements. That is what our innovation really has been.
We are here to recognize and appreciate the participation of women in the manufacturing sector. This gives us an opportunity to appreciate and recognize women who have been involved in business in this country.
In business, pastoral communities have been called upon to embrace sustainable farming solutions in order to protect their livestock and ensure the long-term viability of their livelihoods. Mandera Deputy County Livestock Officer Mohamed Noor said the national government and non-governmental organizations are providing technical training and financial support to pastoralists in the region to help them adopt these sustainable practices.
Unsustainable farming and grazing practices have led to overgrazing, soil erosion, and water scarcity in many areas, putting the health of livestock at risk and jeopardizing food security. These challenges are especially evident in regions where droughts, floods, and erratic weather patterns are becoming more frequent and intense. In Mandera, non-government organizations in the region, including Rasida, with support from the Boresha program, have initiated a sustainable farming program for fodder to help build resilience against climate change.
We are supporting our farmers. Actually, we have active farmers, 550 active farmers along riverine areas. In Mandera County, the 6 sub-counties, out of the 6 sub-counties, we have 3 sub-counties who are now bordering the riverine areas.
Pastoralists in the region have received training and access to drought-resistant grass seed varieties such as Sudan grass.
Drought as a result was failure of the OND, that's October, November, December rains, and it has really impacted them. With Boresha implemented by Rasida, we are able to support these farmers who are in Fiqo, who are 24 members with Sudan grass and farm tools.
At the same time, with the drying of the River Daua and acute feed shortages, local farmers are reclaiming degraded land and restoring hope through climate-smart agriculture.
Wengine wanakuja wananunulia sisi, alafu tunapea pesa, tunapata hiyo pesa, alafu hiyo pesa tunatumia na shule, watoto tunalipia na shule secondary ama kitu kama hiyo.
Faidika ile sisi tumefungwa
ile ingine napatia ng'ombe, ile ingine nawekwa, tumepatia deresi yetu jirani.
Frederick Muki for Lunchtime News.
The 13 billion shillings Mwache Dam is 30% done and is set for official opening in early 2027. Irrigation Cabinet Secretary Fantas Kemodo says once complete, Mwache Dam is expected to put an additional 1,000 acres under irrigation and provide clean water to residents in the counties of Mombasa and Kwale.
Among the crops to be cultivated at Mwache Dam once complete will be horticulture. Irrigation Principal Secretary Fantas Kemodo says once complete, the 13 billion shillings multipurpose dam will put an initial 1,000 acres of land under irrigation to increase horticulture production in Kwale.
The dam completion is supposed to be January 2027. So we have approximately 22 months before that day. But from today, 24 hours, the concreting will be going on every other day.
Looking at more broadly how this project integrates into the economic agenda of the countries is all that expertise that the World Bank Group brings while working with the governments.
The Mwache Dam project is designed to cushion parts of Kwale by harnessing runoff water and water from Mwache River Basin to prevent flooding.
Mwache Dam in terms of storage capacity has 136 million cubic. But of that, 9 million is dead storage, but 127 million cubic is what will be utilized.
Mwache Dam, which has a capacity of 136 million cubic meters of water, will also offer safe and clean water for those living in the counties of Mombasa and Kwale.
Mombasa County currently has a gap of 75% of the water requirement, and Mwache Dam is going to come and fill in that gap.
The Mwache Dam project has employed 1,200 youths and is expected to provide sustainable livelihood to over 1,000 households once complete. Benson Drioba reporting for Lunchtime News.
Further afield, the UK government is investigating what could be one of the biggest university fraud scandals in UK history. The move follows allegations of widespread student loan fraud, with concerns centered on franchised colleges and the possible organized recruitment of Romanian nationals.
United Kingdom's Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson has called in the Public Sector Fraud Authority to lead the government's response to what she's calling one of the biggest financial scandals in the UK university history. Allegations suggest widespread abuse of student loans, with concerns about organized recruitment of Romanian nationals into franchised colleges linked to established universities. Many of these students reportedly receive loans but fail to attend classes. Meanwhile, China's steel industry is accelerating its shift towards smarter and greener production. Over 80% of steel firms now operate intelligent control center, and more than 70% of the country's crude steel capacity has undergone ultra-low emission upgrades. With over 200 billion yuan invested, energy use per ton of steel is down 1.7% year-on-year. Companies like Boto Steel are using AI to boost efficiency and cut energy consumption, while new high-end products like ultra-high-strength steel and ultra-pure pipes are entering sectors from the aerospace of offshore oil. Finally, Disney's live-action version of the classic fairy tale Snow White has topped the North America box office chart despite a slew of underwhelming reviews. The movie has taken an estimated $87.3 million globally during its opening weekend, according to Box Office Mojo. Almost half of that figure came from North America, but that is below expectation for a film which reportedly cost more than $270 million. The reworking of the 1937 feature-length animation has seemed like a surefire hit before running into a series of controversies ahead of its release. The revamp of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs became a flashpoint of social and political divisions even before it reached cinemas around the world. That included some criticism of the casting of Rachel Zelger, who is a Colombian descent, as the heroine. Sylvia Gatti reporting for Lunchtime News.
Wachira emerged the overall winner of the 13th edition of the Scrabble Kenya Masters Series tournament, which culminated yesterday at the Nairobi Steamer Club. Wachira won the two-day tournament after winning 15 matches and losing 3 with a spread of 798, followed by Philip Mutinda in second place with 13 wins and 6 losses, while Willie Mwangi completed the podium positions after winning 11 matches and losing 6. Pan-African Scrabble Association President Adekoyejo Adebesan, who attended the tournament, said they are using it to build up for the second Africa Youth Scrabble Championship set to be held in Kenya from August the 14th to 17th this year, and will bring together over 120 players from over 10 African countries.
So we are trying to really go out there, reach out to people, reach out to schools. We're even working on have it inculcated into the school curriculum so that we can actually we can have Scrabble taught as a subject, so that basically to improve the overall approach of things in life, because it's like a game of life.
Tuna matarajio makuu sana kwa hawa vijana wadogo, the likes of wenye wako college, secondary schools na junior secondary schools na primary, hata nursery. Sasa at least kama Nakuru saizi tunaanza mikakati ya kufunza kuanzia chini, ni vile tu tunakuwa na challenge ya kifedha.
It's the second edition. It's holding here in Nairobi, Kenya, at the Brighton International School in Katani. And we're preparing, we're ready. We already have a local organizing committee that is working on, every part of the event. We're planning with the host. We're planning with the host country as well, the Scrabble Association, which is Scrabble Kenya. We already have 13 countries confirmed. We're expecting another 4 more countries to confirm. And we're expecting about 120 to 150 players from all over Africa, from the age of 7 up to 19 to participate at the event.
This Monday afternoon, but as I had mentioned during the commencement of this bulletin, is that we are keeping tabs with the interviews for the IEBC Commission Chairperson, where today we've already had 2 in the afternoon. Beginning at about 2, we will be crossing over there live, and later on my colleague Abdi Aziz Hashim Abdullahi will be coming to us with all the latest from the from the Kenya College of Insurance, that is in South Sea, right here in Nairobi. My name is Njue. My colleague has been Anwangeshi on the sign language interpretation. Many thanks indeed for joining us, but don't forget to check out our social media spaces as well. Have a good one.
Greetings in the name of the Most High Jah Rastafari. My good name is Marley Moses, the positive warrior, alongside...
Yes, sir, DJ D-Rage, the baddest. Each and every Wednesday from 10 p.m. on KBC Channel 1 TV.
Tunakuletea the biggest reggae party in 254 in a yard extra. Extra niceness of reggae music.
Extra dose of entertainment.
When the thing is nice,
we have to do it twice.